Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World. Hi, Bumblebee and Diane. You beat me here. Actually, I was sitting right here, but I got stuck looking at something on my phone. You know how that happens. It is chilly here today, and it's supposed to get chilly the next few days. I don't know what happened to the real warm weather, but yeah, I should have gone out to the garden and done some weeding earlier today, but now it's cold. Hi, Bryland Farm. Riri's here too. Hi. Yeah. Well, I think that this has been possibly my worst eBay week that I ever had. And I don't know what's going on. But Poshmark, I've gotten a lot more on Poshmark. Poshmark finally beat out eBay for sure this week. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doing the same thing. Could it be this summer slowdown thing? I don't know. It's not happening for some people. I watch Canary Closet all the time. Uh, she sells a tremendous amount, but she also lists a lot. She lists a lot. She shops a lot. She lists a lot. And she sells a lot. Yeah. She has so much energy. She goes to 3 and 4 thrift shops a day when she goes out, and she goes out like 3 or 4 times a week. So she gets a lot of inventory. Yeah, she's fun to watch because she really goes fast, and yeah, she shows everything that she sells, and she knows her numbers. Hi, guitar guy. Yeah. Uh, Slow here. 324 for the whole week, only eBay. Well, I didn't near make that much. Wait till you see what I made. It's sort of disgusting. I could not feed my animals, and I don't even have horses anymore on what I made this week, for sure. Jackie C's here. Hi. I'm going to put this up because it's longer and I can't see it. Actually, my week was terrible too until today. You had 2 nice sales. Yippee. Otherwise, very slow. Tell me more about the cross list service you use when you get a chance. Okay. I use, for my cross lister, I use Flip. It's the least expensive. I don't know if there's any free ones out there anymore. This used to be free. It's called Flip, FLYP. And it's $9.95, I think, a month. Up until like a few months ago, it was absolutely free. But that's the one I use. Yeah, and the VA, the Posher VA is the one that is for Poshmark, and it keeps my closet going. Keeps sharing my closet all the time, and shows it to parties, and sends out offers when somebody likes my items. It does everything for me on Poshmark, so I don't have to do anything on there except list. Uh, Yeah, so just look up FLYP, and it's easy to use. Yeah. So I list everything on eBay first because it's the hardest thing. It requires the most things to fill out. So if you have that all filled out, it doesn't take hardly any clicks to get it onto the other things. So I list on eBay, and then I cross list it over to wherever else I want it, and I do Poshmark and sometimes Mercari. I don't know. I was doing Mercari a lot more often, and I wasn't getting any sales at all. So I mostly just cross list over to Poshmark from eBay, but it's easy to do. Yeah. Uh, Only seasoned items like golf clubs selling for me. Well, you have the clubs. I have the shorts. I have the golf shorts. It's from Stacy. Yeah, I got some of those listed. I think they'll go on. I think they 3 of them went on today. I've started putting them in my listings. Yeah. And then I found out my son, because I called him right away to see what size he was. I thought he was bigger in a 32, but he's still in a 32. But those pair of pants, the one pair of pants that were 32 by 32, that's exactly his size. So he'll try those on. They were by Express. Uh, yeah. But there were no shorts size 32. So I guess he's still, I thought he's getting a little pouch, but maybe not. Uh, Classy Dahlia, hi. You've been running sales every other Friday and it's been kickstarting your weekends. I run sales all the time. Then you think maybe that's the problem. Maybe that just looks like the regular price. You know, they go off though on Sunday night, and sometimes I don't put them back on till late Monday or sometimes Tuesday. I think this past week they didn't really go on till they didn't end up going on till Wednesday. And that could be why I had lots of 0 days on eBay. Uh, Use Posh Sidekick. I list 2 to 5 a day and use Posh Sidekick on Poshmark. Oh, you don't have eBay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to show you these sales the way I did last weekend because I figured out some more information about the numbers. And also, since my inkjet printer is not working correctly, and I stopped making big sheets of paper to keep for my, for my own bookkeeping. So I'm using my thermal printer and I'm printing out these little sheets of paper. Now, the ones from Poshmark I can read. They're not so tiny. But these, I can't even read those. I have to write on them what they are. What they are. Yeah, my site isn't that good for tiny things. Guitar Guy has the eBay account. Okay. Yeah, with the selling the stuff he sells. So I had 4 0 days. This is from the 2nd of June till the 8th, yesterday, Sunday to Saturday. And 4 of the 7 days were 0 days on eBay. Now Poshmark kept it going. So yeah. It's funny how that is. On the one day that I had a decent sale on eBay, I didn't have a Poshmark sale. All the other days I did. Thank goodness. You could try figuring out coupons for eBay instead of running sales. Yeah, I think when they first came out, I put on some coupons and then I realized I had both coupons and sales going and it wasn't good for my end, you know. I have to figure out more how to do that. I haven't used them really at all. So let me share my screen and we'll see if hopefully this works because I have no other way to show you other than this. Wait, I'm going to cancel it because I have the wrong thing up here. Okay, let's try that again. I did the same thing last week. This is so small, I don't even know what I'm seeing here. I hope this is it. I wanted to show that. Okay. I just wanted to show the graph here on this page. See all these empty little places here? This is all 0 days, 0 day, 0 day. So now if I go to the next page, you'll see this sad thing. This is from the 2nd of June to the 8th of June. Total gross sales, this is just eBay. Total gross sales, $180.47. Selling costs, $64.84. And I made a net sales of a whopping $105.19 all week. I think that's the worst I've ever done. However, look at my average sale price. It was good, $30.08. So, yeah, not so good. I sold 6 items, only 6 items on eBay, and one of the items is coming back to me. It's being returned. So I'll show you what it is in a minute. But this first item, was my most expensive tie. I sold a Dulce Cabana men's tie in this gold paisley, and it sold for 30. Now, total sales. This means with shipping. This is what they paid to get it. Okay, I figured this out last week. The numbers here. This is what they paid to get the tie. Okay, $35.32. Now, after my selling costs and things, I made a net sales of $23.74 on this tie. So that's great. But that's, that was my most expensive tie. I don't have a lot of those types of ties. Okay, the next thing is this Lee, just below the knee, just below the waist Bermuda shorts. These are coming back to me, but they're just coming back because of fit. they didn't fit her correctly or the way she wanted. So I will have to return her money. So bummer. The next thing is a pair of these Guess jeans. Let me go back. These total sales $33.60 for these Guess denim Bermuda shorts. That's with shipping. That's what they paid to get them. So I made $16.14. Total selling costs of $14.97. So I show you these. They were very light wash, fringed hem by Guess. Yeah, everything was on sale. Like these were $22.26, but they were on sale for 20% off. So, and these had been let down, and I put it right in there. Hems of legs have been let down, but they sold. So the next thing was this apron. And thank you to Michelle. She is one of my watchers on YouTube here. Thank you, Michelle. She bought this little apron. I had a few little aprons that had been mine. I like to buy aprons way back when, probably when I moved to the country. I have had quite a collection of aprons. And I sold this one. She paid a total of $16.88 to get it to her. And I made $8.51 on the apron. And the last, I skipped one. This Nike dry fit polo shirt here. They paid a total of $24.80, and I made $10.89. And it was just your average polo, navy blue polo shirt with a swoosh on the front. It was a dry fit. Yeah. So let me get back here and show you the last thing. It was a good sale. This Ann Taylor 2-piece sweater set. They paid a total of $47.08 to get it to them. And I think this went Ground Advantage. Okay. They bought it for $34.39, but paid $47.08 to get it to them. This is it was all merino wool, very fine knit sweater set. Okay. All right, that is it for eBay. Let's go on to Poshmark. I sold these aren't in order. J. Crew organic cotton stripe. Where is that one? Right here. This little cotton stripe. I haven't had this very long. I remember putting it on like about a month ago or a month and a half ago. This was like an oversized, had balloon sleeves. It had I don't think it buttoned all the way down the back. It just had one button at the neck, but it had this ruffle around the neck. It was crispy cotton, and this sold for $27, and I netted $19.58 because there was a shipping discount given on this. Okay, the next thing is a pair of Talbot's Flawless Girlfriend shorts. Um, these were cuffed and they sold for $17 and I netted $13.60. They were size 16. So Talbot's does okay for me. You know, I like buying Talbots in the bigger sizes. Yeah. The next thing is this Lululemon. It's called Runaround Tee. I didn't even remember I had this, so I've had it a long time. It had sort of a silvery finish on it, and I took a $15 offer on this, and I netted $12. But I don't know. I don't know that much about Lululemon. I don't have hardly any of it, and yeah. I see a lot of the things up here. Some are going higher, some are going low. But I probably could have gotten a little bit more if I held out, but I've had this a long time, so just let it go. Next thing is a pair of American Eagle Outfitters white 5-pocket denim shorts. They sold for $20 and I received $13.98 for these. They're just regular denim, little denim shorts in a size 14. The next thing is by Joseph A., which I had never heard of, but I guess it had a high price, like a high retail price. This was a long open cardigan, like it was way below the knee long. So this sold for $30. It was new with tags and had ruffles along the edges of the front. I netted $24 on this. I don't know if you can see this or not. Doesn't really show. Oh, the ruffles aren't on the front. They're on the sleeves. See, the little sleeves have ruffles. It had real low pockets, too. So, kind of strange looking. Well, are you going to come back here? I don't know where my... That's not good. I'll have to go hunt for my thingy here. My sold closet. Let me find it. Okay, I hope you can still see. Yeah. This, I sold a Columbia men's extra large. This is a polo shirt. It had fish all over it. See the little fish? It sold for $18 and I made $14.40 on that. And the next thing is this Loft sleeveless dress. I've had this for quite a while. I'm not sure where I got this. I don't think I bought this, but I'm not sure. It had these laser cutouts and scalloped along the top and along the hem. This sold for $15 And I received $12 net for this. And this is a Lulu's. Where's my pointer? Lulu's button-up crop blouse. I haven't had this for very long. Just put this on recently. V-neck. It buttoned down the front and had ruched sleeves in this blue pattern. This sold for $20. This had a shipping discount, so I made $13.98 on this. And then this Cloth and Stone. This is an Anthropologie brand, and this was a little romper. These are shorts here on the bottom. This was linen, and it has ruffles on the sleeves. It was a cute little romper and a tie waist. It sold for $20, and I received $16 for this. And the last thing is this pair of Loft new with tags. These sold late last night. New with tags jeans. These were the slim flare in a size 26. They were a little size, but I knew from the style they would probably sell pretty quickly, which they did. And they sold for $25, and I received $20 net for these. So that is what I sold. Let me get back here and I'll tell you the numbers. Which I wrote out someplace here. Okay, I told you on eBay a total of $180.47, which was I netted $105.19 on Poshmark. Compared to $180 on Poshmark, I netted $207 and came to a net amount on Poshmark of $159.54. So the total net amount of what I actually put in the bank from both of those all week, $264.73. I can't feed my animals on that, especially when the dog's eating this expensive food. Yeah. So eBay's average selling price was up there at $30.08, but Poshmark's average selling price was only $20.70. So I don't know. What counts is that net amount that goes into the bank, I guess. So yeah, that is Shelley Loves Wine is here. Hey. Yes, you finally made it live. Yay. Yes, I hope you heard. You probably didn't hear everything I sold. You have to go back and see. Not sure. Wait a minute here. Not sure if it's a good idea, but you could take away the shipping discount on your offer. Yeah, I could. You know, a lot of times they don't use that. They'll like an item. They get sent out a shipping discount with the lower price, and they come back with their own lower price, but they're not getting the shipping discount then. So actually, they're not getting the benefit of the shipping discount. I always wonder how they're thinking. because sometimes if they would take that, they would do better taking the price that's offered to them with the shipping discount. But huh, you always watch the replays. Yes, well, thank you. Ah, well, I have made a couple really small YouTube videos, as you know, that don't amount to anything. But what I'm trying is I'm trying different things. I was trying on my iPhone camera. I tried to see how long it would take to upload that, and it uploaded very fast. Of course, it was a small video. It wasn't a big, long video, but I was happy about how fast it uploaded. But I didn't like that it seemed, I don't know, it seemed to be smoky looking to me. That it wasn't clear, crispy clear, like the GoPro has a very clear picture, I know. But it could be because in the kitchen, when I did that video yesterday, I had the overhead big lights on. They're like spotlights, in the ceiling. They're recessed in the ceiling. I never use them, but I turn them on just to, give a little more light. And that could be why. I don't know, because my videos aren't always smoky when I use the camera. So I'm not sure. That could be it. I don't know what was going on with the sound. I I thought only the GoPro had horrible audio. I thought the iPhone's audio was okay, and my audio was turned up on my phone. Yeah, I had to turn it up all the way to even hear when I was editing it. So I don't know what was happening there. Somebody said they could barely hear me. Yeah, but I'm still working on it. I'm going to try 2 ways out in the garden. I want to do a couple garden videos, and I may set up both cameras. Just like set it up on a little tripod on the ground or on a chair while I'm gardening and see what that looks like. But I was listening to a YouTube video about making YouTube videos, and when you're new, and they said what topics did your subscribers subscribe for? What do they want to see? Why did they subscribe? When they subscribed, you know, is that what all they want to see? Because I'm all over the place right now. I'm just trying whatever. And I'm not really giving any value. I'm not teaching anything. Yeah. If anything, some of the videos I do are relaxing. I can see that. Because I like to watch. Somebody said on my video I made yesterday that they love to watch cleaning videos or cleaning when you're cleaning up. That basically what that was. It was just cleaning up the kitchen. And I do too, for some odd reason. I don't know. I watch them too. So, I mean, they're never going to go viral, or they're never going to get a huge amount of people. But I think I'm afraid that I don't know enough about certain items to do any kind of a teaching video. But I may have to try to put one together. It'll take a lot longer than I usually spend putting these together, for sure. I teach life. Oh dear. Well, maybe somebody can teach me how to get my kids to come over here. They both live at least a half hour away. You'd think it was, you'd think they lived in California. I call, nobody comes over. Uh, Everybody's too busy with their own life. I can see, you know, y- you are busy. About living alone at 80 plus. Yes, there is a couple people on YouTube that are in their 80s or late 70s that live by themselves, and that's what mostly what they talk about. And also about, I think also I've watched videos for myself about how do you shop for one person and how do you cook for one person. I was that was hard to get used to doing for me because I was always used to making, at least for my husband and I, or I was used to cooking for four when I had kids. And recipes are always for, like, most recipes are for four. So, yeah, you have to get used to cooking for just one person. It's it's different. As long as also shopping for just one person. I'm always buying too much, and I think that's part of it. Uh, yeah, I up until the last year or so, I really didn't get lonesome at all. But you have to remember, I was going out more. I hardly go out at all now. Besides that year of the plague, the 20s, uh, 2020, I wasn't going out that year at all. Maybe that got me used to it. But after that, I'd still go to the barn to see the horses. I would still drive places and go places, but I don't know. I think it's more since I've gotten this dog that doesn't like to be by herself. It's easier for me to make that excuse that I just don't go out. I have to have a really good reason to go out. And the more you stay in without people coming over, the more lonesome you do get. So that's just been a recent thing that I feel more alone uh, than I mean, I've been alone a long time. I don't know why it's just hitting me now. Uh, Bumblebee, I wish you did too. Uh, your granny just turned 86 on the first, and that never leaves home. Oh, and she's never home for you to visit. Oh, well, that's a good thing. Yeah. Well, good for her. Yeah. I don't mind driving in my area. There is a reason why this is called Shirley's World. I have a certain area that I stay in. But yeah, and I really don't go out of that area too much. I used to drive to Erie and back, but I don't do that anymore. Oh, Shelley, you adopted a shelter dog and named her Penny. Ah, that is great. I wanted to ask you all too, all you dog lovers there. Have you ever watched on YouTube His name is Rocky Kanaki. And he sits with dogs. That's what he does. He goes to the shelter. It's mainly one, but he does a couple others too. And he sits with dogs that have been there, just got there and are scared. And he goes in and tries to get them out of that being really scared, or ones that are depressed that have been there a long time. And through his YouTube channel, and he has a big YouTube channel, he gets a lot of the dogs in those areas, they get adopted because of these YouTube videos. You ought to go watch it. It's called Rocky Kanaki. You have to just spell it out like it sounds. You bought his coffee. Aha. I'm about to buy some of his treats. And then he said that he recommends a type of food called sundaes. And I asked my dog walker about it. She says, yes, it's a very good food. It's in the bag. It's not a canned food. It's not wet food. It's in the bag, and it's dry. It's dried. It's not roasted like kibbles. It's not freeze dried, air dried. And it's like Badlands Ranch. You know, her food is really good too. Very expensive, because I've had her food. The dog loves it. Oh, Classy Dell, you love Rocky. Yes, Rocky Kanaki. Sitting with dogs. Yes. I watch him all the time. Oh, sometimes the dogs just make me cry. Yeah. But yeah, that's a really good channel to watch. But this Sunday's food is supposed to be really good too. So I tried to look it up. I'm going to try to get it off of his, I think he recommends it, and probably under his YouTube channel you can click on it, because I couldn't find it to buy. I couldn't, when I tried to Google it, I couldn't find it. Your daughter rescues pit bulls. Oh, did you see the one I watched lately? There was a young pit bull, and she was so sad. Yeah, I wanted to cry for her. Yes. My Samantha, the girl that cleans for me, has a pit. She may have two pit bulls. Yeah. They can be the sweetest dogs for sure. You want them all. I know. There's been people that have watched his videos that have flown from different parts of the country to get certain dogs from that rescue place that they've watched. Yeah, he benefits those rescues a lot. Okay, let me hear about your Penny. Let me see here. Our sweet Penny was sent to her third shelter before we found her 3 weeks ago. I promised to send pictures. Oh, good. She's been all over my Facebook page. Peanut doesn't like her. Yeah, my cat didn't like my Penny either when she first came. They still aren't. I mean, my cat sort of rubs against Penny now. Penny's fine with her unless she gets near her food. Penny doesn't want her getting by her food, but they're okay together now. Cats and dogs are really funny together. Yeah. Yeah. My I would I would definitely, if I went to a, if I didn't work with the rescues that I work with, I probably would, if I went to one of the shelters, oh, for sure, I would probably come home with pity, little pity, because that's how many, they have so many of them. Yeah, it's sad. Of course, then my sister would probably never come to visit me. She doesn't, she just doesn't, she doesn't think that they are all nice. Well, they aren't all nice. I mean, it depends on the dog. All dogs aren't nice, but it's not because of that breed. They're a strong breed. They're strong dogs, and you have to know what you're getting. I don't think at 80 something I probably should be getting one unless it's an older one. In fact, any dog. I think the more I look at that Rocky's site, the more I think of if I would adopt another dog, not in the not in the pointer rescue place, but an older dog. I would probably get a senior. My That's who my dog walker works with. She works for the senior rescues. She's always adopting senior dogs. She has 5 dogs of her very own, and then she has a big daycare at her house. She lives in a lot of property, and then she goes out and does dog walking, and she takes care of people's pets when they're on vacation. She takes care of farm animals. She knows a lot. Uh, your daughter's first pet was tied to a tree for 2 weeks. Oh my. Yeah, it's all how you raise them for sure. Any dog. Peanut's a big bully. And oh yeah, usually cats will run the house. Cats usually are the boss of the house. It takes is one growl or yowl and a smack on the nose. That's what my cat did. She was on the top of the counter where she sits all the time, and the dog came like bouncy, bouncy, came, jumped up to the counter. The cat hit her in the nose, and that was from then on. Penny was very careful with the cat. Yeah, that's usually what it takes. They can chase a cat until the cat turns around. And, and that has happened with every one of my dogs because I've always had both. I've always had cats and dogs. And the cat just gets tired of being chased pretty soon, and they just stop, turn around, and say, "What for?" Uh, she's now a princess. Yeah. Oh, cigarette burns on her nose and butt. That's just sad. So sad. She's now a princess. Yes. I just wonder how people, I don't understand how people can do that. Well, I don't know if anybody's following The Chosen. Uh, the third episode of Series 4 is on tonight. It's on 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I wait for it every week, and then I re-listen to them at least twice again during the week because there's a lot to them, for sure. So we'll see how this next week goes. I don't know. I'm just continuing I'm going to look into the coupon thing and maybe try something like that. But as far as listing more, excuse me, listing more, I think I'm just going to stay with 3. It's easy for me to do. It's easy for me to get ahead in the drafts. I'm 2 days ahead, you know. I like to stay 2 days ahead at least. And I could get even more ahead if I put my mind to it. So I do have lots of shorts. Thank you, Stacy. So we'll see what happens. Maybe maybe there's something to this summer slowdown. I don't remember it ever being this slow though, but oh well. At least I'm not paying horse board. So I will see you all on Tuesday evening. I'll try to come back on Tuesday evening at 7:30. If anybody can join me, join me. And I'll keep playing around with the YouTube videos and see what I can come up with. And yeah, you're trying to get your drafts back up. Oh, good. Yeah. Yes, I will. Thank you so much, and I will see you Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Bye.